In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a histogram in Excel. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing I've done is I've opened up a spreadsheet that contains the list of salaries of all the people in my company. And what I want to do is get a good visual representation of approximately how many people, employees in my company, are within certain salary ranges. The easiest way to do this first is to select all of my data. Then click the Insert button up here on the ribbon. Go over to Charts. And I want to go ahead and insert my histogram. So the little icon looks like a histogram. Go ahead and insert your histogram here. Go ahead and click on the histogram button. And what you'll see is it will actually create a histogram for you automatically, which is really nice. We just need to make a few tweaks to it to fit our needs. For one, Excel will automatically try to insert your bins or your ranges here. Okay, but in this case, I want to specify my ranges to show a couple more bins. I'd like to see how many people are within certain salary ranges, for example. And right now, if I'm looking at this on my horizontal axis here, I see that this range starts at 36,000 and ends at 75,000. That's quite a wide range, and I want to go ahead and break that down a little bit more. So for example, all you have to do to change this is to go ahead and double click on your horizontal axis. And let's say I want to set my bin width. I can set it for frankly anything, but if I'm looking at approximately, let's say, every $25,000 in salary, then I could set that bin width to 25,000. And you'll see that now instead of 3 bins, I now have 5. Okay? And you can see that this actually breaks down, this histogram makes a little bit more sense. I can see people that make $36,000 a year to $61,000 a year, and so on and so forth. Every $25,000. Additionally, if I want to, I can manually select my number of bins. And let's say I want 8 bins. Okay. It's going to show me the number of people approximately every $14,000 in salary. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and stay with 5 bins because that actually looked pretty good. Probably won't change that. I can also set my underflow and overflow bins. For example, I could set my maximum range and my minimum range. So let's say, for example, I want my maximum range. Looking at my data on the side there, I think if I set that to 150,000, that should be fine. And then the smallest salary range is 36. So if I set my underflow bin to 35,000, that would also work well. Now, I can change these values right here. Right now, they're just numbers. I can actually change those by clicking on the number button here. And then under category, I can set it to currency, for example, if we're looking in US dollars. And looking at my salaries in my data set, they're all whole numbers. So I only need no decimal places. So I can set my decimal places to 0, and you can see that actually will start to change that as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, that should do it for this example as far as your horizontal axis here. I can drag and resize my histogram a little bit to make it easier to read. For example, make it a little bit bigger. You can see the numbers in here. The other thing that I can do is if I double click on the chart title, I can change that to whatever I want it to be. So for example, if I say range of salaries, we'll just say Acme Corp. I don't know, just making that up. This is actually probably a good visual representation for the purposes of an Intro to Business Statistics course. Now, the cool thing is, if you're doing homework and it's asking you to create a histogram, which you've done here, what you can do is simply copy. So click on the histogram, and then you can, excuse me, just hit Control C if you're on Windows, or Command C, and that will copy this histogram. And then you can open up Word and simply paste it. Okay. So pretty cool. You don't have to do anything by hand necessarily. And if you use the built-in functionality within Excel to create a histogram, you can actually change any of your values, and they will automatically, within Excel, they will automatically change and be updated. So let's say, for example, John right now has a salary of $38,000. Now, let's say John gets a new job, or a new job within the company, gets promoted, and now he's making $68,000. If I change that value, you will see that my histogram will automatically change. So it's actually very, very nice. You don't have to constantly recreate your histogram. It's already there. Any changes that you make, change the histogram automatically. Now, if you're going to copy that histogram and paste it into Word, then you would need to do that step again. But the actual Excel file that you use to build your histogram, it's really neat. You'll be able to just change your data and your histogram automatically updates. I hope this video was informative. Please let me know if you have any questions.